A tutorial video on how to add minutes and agendas to the minutes and agendas pages for each of the departments. So if I am on a particular department page, let's say Board of Health, and I go to minutes and agendas here, you will see that this table is pulling in all of the data from all of the minutes and agendas and dating back for however long that we have the files for. So in order to actually add files to this table, it's not necessarily adding it to the page itself. It's actually just going to be adding the document to the folder in the media library. So let me explain here. So if I am in the WordPress dashboard and I go into media library and I go ahead and I do add new, I select a file. I'll just grab one from my computer here. Let's say this analysis doc. I click open. And then if I click the doc, you will see on the right-hand side certainly the option to write a title. I would specify whether it's a particular type of meeting or what the meeting consisted of, not necessarily the date, because the date is already going to appear in the table. So, I mean, it could be, I'll just put meeting name here. But I would just try to edit these titles to be somewhat relative to what the meeting was about, so that way people will actually open them. So I would change the title. I would then select which document type this is. So if it's a meeting agenda, a meeting minute, or a meeting attachment, which would be maybe a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation deck or something like that. But let's say that this is a meeting agenda, and you're actually going to select when the meeting date is. So when the meeting took place, whether it's past tense, future tense, etc., you're going to go ahead and make sure that you select when the meeting date was, so that way the meeting agendas and the meeting minutes will match and be paired together in the table. So make sure that the meeting date is selected, and then the government branch, if I go ahead and click in here, you can either type and search to find your branch, or you can scroll down and find which particular department you are. So let's say that this is a fire department. So I would go ahead, and as soon as I do that and I click X, so this meeting date, it looks like April 29th, 2017. So if I go back and I go back to the website and I go to departments, fire department, and then I go to, don't see their minutes. Let's change it. Let's add that file and we'll put it into the Board of Health minutes since we used that as the original example. So let's change this to, instead of fire department, we'll do Board of Health. Board of Health. Okay. So if I click X, I have it as Board of Health, and I go back, I go Departments, Board of Health, and then I go to Minutes and Agendas back here. See, here is that meeting name that I just uploaded into my media library. So now it's appearing in my meeting agenda since I chose meeting agendas, that's the type. And then if I hit view, you'll then be able to see my, if I hit download actually, you'll be able to download the document that I just uploaded. So that is the process that it requires to actually add meeting agendas and minutes to your tables that are appearing on your department pages. So again, whenever you have a minute or agenda or something that is being tied to your meetings, I would upload it to the media library, and again, the only thing that it requires is to, when you upload it, to click into the attachment itself. So when you upload it, you click it, and then change what the title is to try to make it relative, and then select which type of document it is, select where, which government branch it's relative to, so that way it appears on that minute and agenda table, and then selecting when the meeting date is. But as soon as you do that in the media library, it'll automatically populate onto those meeting tables on the department pages. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if for whatever reason your branch doesn't necessarily have a meeting minutes or agendas table currently, but you would like to, feel free to, again, reach out to us and we can have it set up for you so that way it will be implemented on your department.